It's interesting how many people potentially can surround you if you get to a certain point in your career. Knowing that you're being influenced by only your thoughts and your opinions on things, I think that's the problem I have with the idea of having an entourage. That would be what I wouldn't want, is for people to tell me that all my ideas are good. Because all my ideas are not good. And I need people around me who tell me that. I like to take 2 years to make an album because I like to give myself time to evolve and change and challenge myself and try new things. I tend to write for the entire 2-year process, but usually the things I write in the first 6 to 8 months get thrown out. Not because they weren't great songs, but because they don't fit my idea of what the new album should be. And you know, I think when people say that they like one of your albums, like when people told me that like Red was their favorite album I'd done, I didn't take that as, so I should make that again. I took that as, great, awesome, now I wanna make them like this new album just as much, if not more, than the last album, but I want them to like it for different reasons. This is a much smaller group of people who I worked with on 1989. And I did that because I wanted this album to be more sonically cohesive than Red was. I was very proud of Red for a lot of reasons. One of the things that I wanted to work on for this new album was I wanted it to have its own sound that was not all over the place. The sonic inspiration for this album really kind of harkens back to the sounds of late 80s pop. I loved how they were being so experimental, they were taking so many risks. You look back to that time in pop music and in pop culture and in fashion, everybody seemed to be kind of bucking the system. Everybody kind of was like, well, we'll wear neon. You're gonna say we can't? We're gonna act how we want, love who we want, be who we want, say what we want. And so I was very inspired with this album. You'll hear like flickers and hints of 80s synth pop in there, and that's because I love the way that people were living their lives.